Hello, my fellow journalers and writers, perhaps. In today's, this is going to be kind of, hopefully a short and quick, nice and easy video. I'm going to show you how to download my brand new free printable / downloadable. It's really great because you can actually use this journal either print version, or I'm going to show you how to use it like on a digital device, like if you have like an iPad or a tablet or even on your phone. And this is a bullet journal. We all know the hype about bullet journals. What the heck is a bullet journal? So if you don't even know what a bullet journal is, I will show you what it actually is and how to actually use it too in this video. And of course, the link to download and or print this bullet journal is going to be linked in the description below. So make sure you check it out. So first things first, I'm gonna bring you over here to my laptop so that I can show you. This is the page you're going to see when you click the link down below. It's gonna bring you to my website over here, which is carrieLynM.com. Hello, I'm Carrie Lynn M. I'm an author and an artist, and I've also made quite a few other free journals that you can download. We've done like a digital reading journal. Everybody absolutely loves that reading journal. I've also done a painting journal for all my fellow artists out there. Lots of different journals, lots of different things. And those will be linked below this video as well if you are interested in those other journals. But for the sake of time, I just want to show you this one. So this is a free bullet journal. It's kind of a template. However, you can print or save and reuse the pages again and again. So that's why it's kind of like a template rather than just a full-on like 100, 200 page journal, because the pages are templates that like you can print again and again to make your own whatever you need in your journal. You can print that page as many times as you need, or download and save that page as many times as you need and duplicate it, right? So let's go on ahead and scroll down. I give you a bit of an intro into what the journal is, and here's our first sneaky peeks into, you can see here just a couple of pages that are actually in the journal. So if you don't know what a bullet journal actually is, it's essentially just a journal with like these little bullet points like all over the page, kind of like graph paper, you know, when we used to be like, or if you're still in like math classes like algebra, you know, where you use like the graph paper to do your graphing and all that kind of stuff. But it's different because it's more fun and it's definitely not math related in any way. It's just bullets so that you can, it's a different way of journaling so that you can actually, instead of just going line by line, you can use the bullets to make, like, you can make charts, you can make your own, if you are into math, you can make your own graphs and stuff, but ways to plan your days other than just simply writing in straight lines, right? So it gives you a little bit more freedom into how you can actually go about planning things out a little bit different, because at the end of the day, it's not just a journal. It is a bit of a journal that you can like do traditional journal or even diary entries each page. But beyond that, it also has the elements of a planner, right? So you can plan your days day by day and then maybe reflect and write on them later. It's whatever you want to use this journal for, right? You can use it like a planner, you can use it like a journal, or you can do both. I think that's what a lot of people do with these bullet journals, is you use it as a combination of both planning and reflecting, writing, journaling, all the things all in one. And because of the nature of the bullets, you can write in different ways rather than just straight writing text in lines. You can make drawings, you can make sketches, you can make, like I said, you can kind of graph out, like I'm gonna spend like 20% of my day roughly doing like cleaning and housework. I'm gonna spend about 50% of my day going to work. I'm gonna spend this much time going to bed, getting ready for bed, you know? But it's just a different way to get more creative with your journaling process and to really kind of branch out and try new things, I think, is what the style is all about. So if we come back over here to the webpage here that you'll click on below, you can see I've got buttons everywhere on the page for you to just download the free journal. Absolutely no strings attached. You just click it and it just takes you directly to the PDF file. And then I guess we already went over this, but then I do describe like what a bullet journal actually is and like an idea behind the design, and you can just, what all you can do with your bullet journal, which is, I mean, the possibilities are endless, right? Whatever is in your mind's eye, you can create it with a bullet journal, which is why I'm starting to really love bullet journaling, you guys. I really am. So inside the actual journal, which I'll show you in a second, there's going to be 19, almost 20 interactive pages. And the 20th page is a pretty cover, because we all love a good pretty cover, right? I mean, everybody always says don't judge a book by its cover, which as a writer, as an author, I know that, and like, don't do that. But also, like, it's human nature. Like, we like a pretty cover. So I gave you a pretty cover with this journal as well. So let's go on ahead, and I'm going to go on ahead and download the journal myself here. So once you've got the journal actually downloaded, you'll probably, your device may look a little bit different than mine, but most of the time you're going to get this PDF viewer pulled up just in your web browser, and probably somewhere you'll get to see where you can download and or print it, okay? So if you want to print it, you can go on ahead and hit print, connect to your printer, do what you need, get it all printed for you. And of course, any of the pages, like I've said, you can print them multiple times. So even though it's only a 20-page document, you can print like the pages as many times as you want to make like a 100-page journal or more. And then of course, after you print it, you can write on it like traditional pencil and paper. That's probably what a lot of us are most comfortable doing. However, if you want to, you can also write on it digitally, which is what I'm gonna try my best to show you in a minute here on my laptop. So like here, I've got a download button. I've already got it saved on my computer, but you would go on ahead and hit download and make sure you save it to your files and save it somewhere where you're going to remember where you saved it and you can access it pretty easily. So if you save it to your documents, we can then get it pulled up there. So I've already got the document here saved in my documents folder. So I know where it is, I know how to access it, all that good stuff. So here we can like zoom in and zoom out. Of course, I would definitely recommend if you do want to write on the digital or on the journal digitally, I would very highly recommend using something with a touchscreen. I'm using my Mac here, so I don't have a touchscreen, so I'm going to show you it's pretty difficult if you do it on a traditional laptop. I mean, it's doable, but using a touchscreen, especially one where you can use a pen or a stylus, is probably the easiest, because then you can actually write, you know, handwriting like a traditional bullet journal that you would print out would be. But we'll go on ahead and let's kind of explore some of the pages together here, and I'll show you along the way some ways that you can go about actually writing in it. So first we have an index page, which is kind of like a table of contents, right? Just to organize everything you've got going on in the journal from here on out. You can write it here if it's a topic, the date. If you even want to number your pages, you can. I don't have them numbered for you, but if you want to say this is going to be on topic, like here I can show you. I could like type here on my computer, since I'm on my computer, I could say housekeeping, space, 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 page 3 or 33. Right, and then of course, since I'm on a computer, I can make my font bigger or smaller, whatever I need. The idea is kind of to just like, you know, stay within the lines of the bullet points, so we could look at these as line by line if you want. And then like over here, I could put a date anywhere in this area if I wanted to. Okay. You could also like draw little doodles, or you can make like lines underneath each of these, like I could do. I know it's not the prettiest here because I'm on my computer and I've just got a trackpad. I don't have an actual pen or a touchscreen, but this is just a general idea, you guys, of what you could write, and you could like make like underline things. You can make arrows and doodles, whatever you need to kind of organize your thoughts. And it doesn't have to be super like line by line organization, you know? That's the idea of the whole bullet journal. You get freedom with however you want to write and organize things, and just be really creative with how you keep your journal, right? So aside from that, our index, we've also got, moving on, we've got planner pages, which are just simple, like month by month, you can kind of plan ahead how you want that month to play out, how you want that to look for yourself. Maybe if you're someone like me, I like to make videos and I like to do them kind of in advance. So I might say in January, make and record videos for February, or in February, I might say get started editing March's videos. Or maybe if you have like housework you want to do. I know a lot of people that like to plan ahead with their housekeeping to kind of keep up with things. They'll say, in January, I'm going to dust on the first weekend of the month. Or I'm going to reorganize the pantry on the second week of the month, or whatever month it is. Or maybe you want to rotate those things. Maybe you say January. See, I can kind of show you here. I typed these out instead of handwriting them because, again, on my computer, so it's a little bit tricky. But this is kind of just an example of something you could do. Like in January, you could say, I'm going to dust on the first week of the month. I'm going to clean the floors the second week. I'm going to take a break the third week, yay. And I'm going to organize things on the fourth week. And then on February, maybe you rotate them and you say, I'm going to clean the floors on the first week, break this, and so on and so forth. And maybe you do that for all of your months like that. That's just an example of one way you could use this planner section. Or again, whatever it is in your life that you want to plan. I'm using the example of housework because, I mean, that's kind of a common one, but there might be something else. Maybe it's work related, maybe it's family related. Whatever it is for you, that's just some examples of ways you could use this planner section. And it goes month by month through the whole year. And of course, I didn't write like 2026 here or anything, or 2027, etc., etc., so that you could reprint these pages again and again, and you could use it next year. You could use it for many years in a row, so that then you can keep reusing it and it doesn't just have to be just for this year, right? Now, additionally, we have these pages that I thought looked really, really nice the way I designed them here. So this one's kind of sideways here, but I can show you on like actual paper at the desk here. These are each calendar months that you can write your tasks that you want to do. Either, I mean, not every single day. Maybe there is something you want to do every single day. Maybe you're like on like Duolingo and you want to keep up your Duolingo language learning streak like every single day, right? Relatable for me. I don't know if it's for anybody else, but something like that you could write. Make sure you do your daily Duolingo, and then you could cross off each day that you do actually go on ahead and do that. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe again, it's work related. Maybe it's something that, you know, you don't want to do absolutely every single day, but you want to do a couple times a week. Like maybe it's some type of exercise. Maybe you're thinking, oh, my goal is I want to walk the dog like X amount of times this month. Let's see if I can do it. Make that one of your tasks. And then each day you can either put an X, or you can like fill in like what I've already shown as the example item here on each day that you actually do that item. So this is again a really, really like unique way that you can go about organizing things that you want to do, and actually, instead of just crossing them off of like a traditional to-do list, right? This is a little bit more fun, maybe a little bit more engaging, that'll keep you really motivated so that you can fill in your calendar as best you can, maybe, just maybe. Now back over here, we can see we do this for every single month. And again, you can print these as many times as you'd like, as many times as you need. You can save the document multiple times and write on it again and again. Which is also another thing I'll show you. These are our two just simple topic, just regular plain pages. You can do whatever you want to with these ones. There's no like real other template on it other than just write down what the topic of the page is, maybe today's date, and then just start journaling, right? You can do your journaling, you can do your planning, whatever you want to with these pages. But I do want to show you kind of at least how I have been editing these pages as we go along. Again, I'm on my MacBook here, so it's going to be a little bit different probably to whatever device you're using. However, if you're using an iPad or even an iPhone, it should be very similar to this. And other devices are actually, they're all more similar than you think. But when in doubt, whatever your device is, I get asked this a lot, you guys, how can I edit these journals and stuff, all these free journals that I offer? The best way, honestly, is just to put into Google or search or whatever, how do I edit a PDF file on my, and then insert whatever device you're using, on my Android phone, on my Samsung Galaxy tablet. Whatever device you're using, just the best way to figure out how to actually do it if you're not quite sure is just Google, how do I edit a PDF file on then your device? Because every device is a little bit different, but they're all kind of similar too. And most devices I've found have a built-in PDF editor. Not very often do you actually need to download another app to edit a PDF file. Maybe every once in a blue moon you do, but more often than not, you probably already have it built into your device, so make sure you check with Google first before you start downloading a bunch of sketchy apps. But I'll show you here on my MacBook is that I've just got a markup toolbar here at the top, and I think most iPads have this too. So I just click on that and I've got all of these options here of things I can do. Now I've been typing because I'm on my computer and I like typing and I've got a keyboard. For a bullet journal, that's not typically what you're going to do, but if you do want to do that, I've got like a text icon here. You can just hit it. You can just go typing, type whatever you want. You can even change like the font and stuff. And then you can kind of maneuver it, move it around, whatever, to put it wherever you want on the page. But again, most of you are probably going to want to do actual handwriting, right? Especially with like a stylus or a pen. Again, touchscreens are best for this. This is going to be really, really difficult for me to show you, but like over here, I've got two different pen settings. I've got like a thin one and a thicker one. I'm going to do the thin one. And I'm going to try again. I'm on a trackpad, so this is like, yikes. I'm just going to say I'm writing, terrible handwriting, even made worse with the trackpad. But here we are, trying to show you writing. Okay. This is just the general idea of you could write like this in between the lines. Again, it'd be so much easier if I could just put a pen to the screen, but that's how you do that. Some devices might let you change colors and other things, other fun things. You can change the width of the line like over here. But that's that. Really, really simple, you guys. And so I really do hope you enjoyed this bullet journal. I hope you go on ahead, download it, share it around with whoever you think would enjoy it. And it does take a little bit of patience with yourself if you do want to write on it digitally to figure it out, because sometimes even if you are someone who's very like tech savvy and tech intelligent, you know, it can be tricky to figure out what works for your device and what works for you personally, right? Otherwise, print it, start writing, pick up a pen, and enjoy this lovely free bullet journal. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for other freebies that come out. I come up with stuff all the time to share with you guys. I love doing that. And check out some of the other journals that I've shared in the past, which again, I will link below this video as well. So until next time, later, my fellow journalers / writers.